when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by
Hey everybody,
some unknown
welcome to the
god?
channel. This is the first day of my brand new account. Now, the reason why I started a brand new account is mainly due to MTASHD. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with MTASHD, but recently he decided to start a new account himself. He's gonna pretty much do it like a battle pass slash Welkin account. The reason was because he has a free-to-play account that is so good you would think that he spent money on it. But he was getting bored of the game, and because of that, he was about to delete most of his stuff on his free-to-play account just to make it harder for him, and a lot of people did not like that. So he ended up creating another account. But Matash doesn't really like to spend a lot of money in the game, so he's like, I'm just going to make this a battle pass Welkin account and see how far I can get. Now, for me, I was kind of thinking, what would happen if I went just a little further? So I'm going to kind of make this a Dolphin account. Hence the name, Dolphin Series. As you see, I kind of got my character right there, one with the girl. Character's name is Nana. If you know me, you probably know why. So, let's go ahead and get started then.
Wait, don't go! Get my brother back!
Okay, so here we are, pretty much starting the game. Like I said, I want to eventually put $100 into the game. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hurry and get to adventure rank 20. I wasn't able to pull that off in the first day, but I'm still trying to think ahead while I kind of go through here. But if you look at the banner currently right now, it's the Albedo banner, and there's also Eula, but Eula is not the greatest unit starting out. Takes a lot of investment to make her work, and even still, all of her power is pretty much just put into her ultimate. So if her ultimate like misses, she's pretty much useless. And you need a lot of other units to kind of make that work, and the units currently on the banner kind of help, but you know, essentially I think probably with Eula I would want at least a Diona or something. Like Bennett's nice, and yeah, you can put it in there, and I could kind of do a Rosaria thing, but a lot of times you kind of want like a Rosaria, and I need like an electric unit, and I ain't trying to use Lisa, so I'm probably going to stay away from Eula. Now, Albedo, it's not like he's like really good, but what I can do with Albedo is that I can just throw a lot of the trash defense type of items that I get on Albedo, and pretty much works. I'm going to have to be leveling up a lot of units here in the future, so you're going to get a lot of crappy artifacts, and instead of those artifacts being useless, at least Albedo can kind of use them. Now, what I really hope for is that I can maybe lose the 50-50 and get a Gene. That way I have two healers, you know, looking forward in the future. Because that's essentially, to me, the best other 5-star that you can get. Like, you know, Diluc, when this game originally came out, was what people wanted. But, you know, you can just get a Bennett and do a lot better. And with all the other characters that the game has, I mean, Diluc is pretty outclassed. And, you know, the rest of the ones that you got, probably the only other one would be like Mona, where you can maybe do like a Morgana team or something in the future. So Mona wouldn't be a bad, but I won't really be able to use it right away, and trying to just hurry and catch up to my current Dolphin account, I would rather have something that I can use right away. Now, if you look and see what I'm doing here, you notice that I'm hitting a lot of the trees and everything because I already know some of the stuff that I gotta do. Oh, I ended up dying, so you know that hurts. But the reason why that I'm attacking like the trees and stuff is because we're gonna have the Serena Teapot coming up, and that's just an annoying thing to do where you got to run around and get trees. So I'm purposely looking for like fruit trees as I level and pass and just hit those, so that way I can get that, because I'm gonna like need to make all the materials. And I remember like that one was kind of one of the hardest to find, and I had to spend like an hour just marking on my map where fruit trees were at and hitting them with a sword, so that way I could get the proper materials. I hit a couple out the way, as you see, and right here I'm just trying to get like extra resources and level. I tried to skip ahead because I knew where it was, but you know, they're forcing me to go back and, you know, stand and look at the scenery and all that stuff, so I'm doing it, but you know, still trying to gather up all these resources. So that's essentially where I'm starting. So as you can see, eventually I finally made it back on the proper path, and I'm looking over here at the statue of 7, so that way I can do the tutorial. If you were someone who was willing to like reroll and just try to get like the best thing, like a lot of people generally try to just level to adventure rank 10, use up all their wishes and see what they get, that way they can get a quick 5-star. I'm not doing that for this account because I'm gonna go ahead and just put $100 in anyway, so it's just like, yeah, that'd be cool if I can get a quick 5-star early, but I don't want to spend 2 or 3 hours trying to re-roll and hopefully I get lucky. I'll just expect to get lucky later on in my account. That's how I'm going to do it. But as you can see, I'm still trying to skip ahead and just make it to the statue of 7, but eventually I figured it out, so let's continue on from here. So the highlights of day 1 was basically me just trying to rush to adventure rank 10. The reason why I wanted to get to adventure rank 10 so badly was MiHoYo had an event to where they're giving away free primal gems, but only if you're adventure rank 10. Also, there's codes to enter in, which you can't get unless you're adventure rank 10. So I was just like, oh, I need to be adventure rank 10 today. I ended up making it to adventure rank 15 on the first day. I was really trying to push towards that adventure rank 20 as soon as possible. What I did realize after the end of the first day, I kind of messed up because I didn't really use my resin at all, so that was kind of a waste. And I could have probably got some real needed experience for that. I didn't. Eventually I figured it out on day 2 and I started doing the ley lines. I just went for money because you always need money in this game, and I figured with everything else I can get experience books or events and whatnot, and I'm only going for select characters like for the Albedo banner. You know, hopefully I can get a C1 Bennett and a C2 Rosaria at the very least before everything's said and done. I might even, if I somehow pull that off before I get to a guaranteed 5-star, I may just wait because those 2 units are really good and that'll pretty much power me through, and I don't really need Albedo, like I said earlier. But we'll just have to wait and see how everything turns out. But you'll see that I pretty much got my team that I'm using to try to get to adventure rank 20. You know, Amber, Kaya, and then Lisa. So that's gonna pretty much do it for today's video. Day 1 was, you know, your pretty standard playing through Genshin, doing the tutorials, walking through everything. So I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. If you kind of like what I'm doing and you have some suggestions that I should do, let me know down in the comments. But please be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you can see how this turns out. Talk to you later, guys.